Hello, and welcome to the Cleanup of an Event training video. We will begin by learning how to clean a chafer. Chafers are used on buffet lines to keep the hot foods hot and must be cleaned at the end of each food serve. Once the food has been removed from the chafer, you can begin to clean it. Start by removing the lid and wiping down its entire surface area. Next, you will need to dump out the remaining water in the bottom of the chafer pan down the sink. Once all the water has been dumped out, you can begin to wipe down the entire surface area of the chafer pan, being sure to remove all condensation left over as well as any food residue. Before placing the pan back into the chafer, be sure to check the chafer fuels. If the fuel feels like it is more than half full, you may keep it. However, if it feels less than half full, you will need to throw it away and replace with a new one. Be sure to unscrew the lid to make it easy to light for the next person. Now you may replace the pan inside the chafer. Lastly, make sure that you wipe off the entirety of the chafer to remove any food residue that may remain from food service. To minimize clutter in the kitchens, you will replace the lid and place the chafer on the shelf. If the chafer is immediately being used again, you may put it back out on the food line. Vala Vista offers a variety of centerpieces for guests to rent. If your event has Vala Vista centerpieces, they may be removed 30 minutes prior to vacate. However, if the centerpieces are custom, the SIC will need to ask the contact when they are going to be removed and if they would like help. Vala Vista centerpieces need to be stored correctly to avoid any damage that could happen since they will be used for multiple events throughout the years. Once everything has been removed from the tables, you may begin removing the tablecloths. Remove each tablecloth one at a time and do not separate linen and napkins. If there are any remaining food, particles, or debris on the table, please wipe off into a trash can before removing the tablecloth and putting it into the bin. Just like the linen and napkins, there is no need to separate collars. Vala Vista uses thousands of bows each year for all of their events. To help save time and energy, we will keep the bows that are made and hang them up. In order to keep the bows in the best shape possible, you will need to stack them neatly on your arm, with each one overlapping the next. A maximum of 10 bows can be placed per rung. After you have 10 bows stacked neatly on your arm, you may go over to the rack and begin transferring the bows from your arm to the rung. Once you have transferred the bows, fix if necessary. Hang the bows on opposite sides each time you place it on a rung. All custom bows can be untied and placed in the custom linen bag. After the bows have been removed, you can focus on removing chair covers. There are 4 chair covers per chair clip. Make sure you hang them by the top of the chair cover. Whenever you are hanging your sets of 4 chair covers onto the chair cover clips, be sure to skip the 3rd row of clips. Once all your rows are filled with chair covers except the 3rd row, you may flip over the hanger. Place the final row of chair covers on the back side of the hanger. Once you have all 16 chair covers hung onto the clips, you may then pick it up and place it on the seat rack to avoid any wrinkling. If you find any soiled or dirty chair covers while you are hanging them up, please remove them and place them in the dirty laundry. Below are some additional cleanup items that must be completed before you leave for the night. Some events will have custom linen that is not owned by Vala Vista that will need to be returned to its owner. In this case, it will need to be placed in a separate bag with the piece of paper that lists what is custom inside the bag. Check with your SIC on what in the room is custom. We can occasionally have chair covers or even table linens that are also custom. If an overlay or a floor length is owned by Valavista, it will need to be placed in a separate VV linen bag. All Valavista laundry that is not a tablecloth or a napkin will need to be placed inside this mesh bag. That includes floor lengths, overlays, as well as chair covers. The separated custom linen will be placed inside the sales office so that the accessories coordinator can return it the next day. All of Valavista's laundry will need to go inside the laundry room. Place the linen cart under the corresponding date for which it was used. If all the linens are the same inside the separated mesh bag, you may place it in its corresponding pile. If not, you may leave it with the laundry cart. Take all the items that are not being used back down into their proper location. If Valavista centerpieces were used, please check and replace the fuel cells as needed. If you have any questions, please ask an MOD. This concludes the cleanup training video. Thank you for watching.